Hey, what's up, everybody? Lorenzo from Alternative City Comics here with another indie comics review. This time I'm going to do Hank Steiner, Monster Detective, from Source Point Press. It is written by Scott Snyder and with artwork by Tyler Sowles. It has been out for a few months. It's on issue 3 right now. I just finished issue number 3. It takes place in a world where monsters and people have been merged. Hank is a detective, as it says so in the title. There was this archdemon, actually that's the name of the character, the archdemon, merged the human world with the monster world. This concept has been used before, but this time, it's kind of a fresh take on an old trope, I guess. Hank is working a case. He comes in on a case where there's been someone murdering imps. The detectives are kind of ambivalent because the human detectives don't care about monsters. But Hank is taking it personally because in the monster world, he feels they all have to stick together. Okay, Hank has an office. He's your typical detective. He has 2 assistants, one named Iris and one named Gil. They are monsters, and they help him out in his investigations. And he has an informant who's a garbage man. He figures like, you want somebody who's down in the dirt, literally. You want to get a garbage man to help you out with that. He meets the garbage man at this restaurant, or it's like a donut shop, more or less. It's like a place called Propaganda Donuts. One thing they play up in the story is that Hank really loves donuts. It's kind of cool that they get to give him this aspect, this personality. So the informant tells him that he has a lead on who might be killing the imps. So Hank takes the lead and it takes him to this pool hall, which is apparently run by goblins. Goblins apparently are bad news in the monster world. They're kind of like the lowly, lower class dwellers of the society. And this particular pool hall is filled with goblins and vampires. So Hank goes in, a fight ensues. He ends up beating the crap out of the monster, the vampires and the goblins. After he finishes whipping all on the goblins and the vampires, eventually the head goblin called Mad Tooth comes out and sees what all the ruckus is about. Eventually Mad Tooth admits he's been helping out this Voodoo Priestess to off these imps. Hank is pissed off because he feels like monsters don't turn on monsters, other monsters like that. He's like, eventually, this Voodoo Priestess is probably going to turn on him, and once they run out of imps to abduct or Shanghai, whatever the hell they're doing with them. He follows the lead to the Voodoo Priestess's lair. On the way there, he is captured by a couple of the Voodoo Priestess's followers who use some magic voodoo dust on him and knock him out. Next thing he knows, he's in the Voodoo Priestess's lair and he sees all these body parts of different monsters. So what this Voodoo Priestess is doing, she's collecting these body parts to use them in rituals. Hank's a pretty badass fighter, so he handles himself pretty well in this situation. And as you might guess, he comes out victorious in this situation. That's the end of issue 1. Each issue is its own story. There's a good story in issue number 2 where he goes to Chinatown. And he hates Chinatown, but he's led there by this beautiful, tall redheaded who comes into his office and just so out of the old like Philip Marlowe type of detective movies. Whenever the tall, beautiful redhead comes into your office, there's always bad news. There's some kind of trickery afoot afterwards. And true enough, it takes Hank to Chinatown, and he hates Chinatown because Chinatown is where the triads are. And he's had trouble with the triads before. And true enough, he has trouble with them again. There's an issue involving a dragon. Issue number 3, he's tracking down Eve. At least he's trying to track down Eve. And this trail leads him to, she literally goes down in the sewer. And the sewer leads him to this what he calls a devil door. And behind this devil door is actually it's like a ferryman waiting for him down there, like the river on the river Styx, and the ferryman's waiting to take him into the realm of the dead. So yeah, and he actually leads to another encounter with the archdemon. There's a lot that can be done with this character, I think. With the archdemon, with the blended world of monsters and people. I hope that they really explore that, and it's because I like it. It's humorous and it's interesting. The artwork is good. The writing is good. I hope it sticks around. I mean, we hope a lot of people discover it and it gets the accolades that it deserves. So I would recommend Hank Steiner, Monster Detective. You can pick that up probably. You can order them. I don't know if you can get back issues, but it's pretty hard to get the #1. I had to buy it on eBay because I missed it the first time around. But it is available out there. If you can catch this story, I highly recommend it. And so that's it for this Indie Comics review. I'll be back again probably, if not in a week, probably less, depending on how things go. I'm kind of working on getting my online store up right now, and it's just so much involved in that. But I will be definitely doing another video next week, if not sooner. So thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.